Nerd out here coming an Astralis Vertigo aggressive ramp CT setup. It requires 3 players, Glaive, xypex, and Magisk. Magisk always has the same role. He will throw the deep ramp smoke and flash scaffold and ramp. Between Glaive and xypex, whoever has the best spawn for a ramp will rush Ivy and peek scaffold after Magisk is first flashed. The other player will throw ramp utility either off the yellow beam or wing it off the ramp walls. Then Magisk and ramp player will come support the scaffold player. In the first example, Glaive has the best A spawn and pushes all the way down scaffold. This means xypex is in charge of throwing support nades from ramp. He mollies the nades off the beam. This will slow down G2 if they choose to go past the deep smoke that Magisk threw. Magisk throws the deep smoke and 2 flashes, one for scaffold and one for ramp. Once Glaive gets into position, xypex and Magisk come support him. Astralis are able to get 3 kills on ramp and put themselves in a good position to win the round 4v2. Let's look at the players' POVs. Glaive has the best Ivy spawn between him and xypex, so he will go Ivy and peek scaffold. G2 smokes Ivy from spawn. This is not gonna stop Glaive because Magisk's first flash blinds anyone in scaffold. Glaive pushes through the smoke and all the way down. He hears multiple G2 players and calls for backup from xypex and Magisk. Once the deep smoke Magisk through begins to fade, xypex will throw a flash and Glaive kills Nexa. Hunter tries to trade out Nexa, however he runs through the smoke and gets punished by Magisk. Then, unluckily for Glaive, Kenny wallbangs him. Here is xypex's POV. Since he didn't have the Ivy spawn, he will throw ramp utility. He mollies the nades off the yellow beam, which landed in the area in front of the deep ramp smoke. The nades xypex throws are for if G2 plan on going an aggressive ramp control, which they would run through the smoke. G2 would take a lot of damage. Glaive clears out all of scaffold and ramp, and xypex and Magisk come support him. As the smoke begins to fade, xypex throws a flash for Glaive to kill Nexa, who is in the corner. Miscommunication between xypex and Glaive as both resmoke ramp. xypex does a lot of damage to Jax through the smoke, and Astralis are in a 4v2. Astralis eventually wins the round, and I'm not going to show you the rest of the round because I wanted just to cover Astralis' early ramp control. Magisk starts off throwing the deep ramp smoke. Then he is going to throw the scaffold and ramp flashes. In this round, Magisk was going to rotate after throwing his utility, however Glaive calls him back because he felt a lot of presence from G2 and that there were many players there. He goes ramp with xypex and supports Glaive, kills Hunter coming through the smoke and Jax through the smoke. Device goes mid and mollies. He wide swings to cross into ladder and is in position to flank. I would not recommend doing this as this is very risky and most teams on Vertigo have someone spotting mid. Unfortunately, G2 used 4 players to try to get ramp control and the 5th player went towards B after throwing the Ivy smoke. Device starts to flank when kills are exchanged between both teams. He gets laser focus on Kenny seeing the gun and Amanek is in perfect position to watch flank and kills Device. dupreeh, B anchor. He doesn't have a molly in this round and will nade bottom stairs. He plays an off angle on danger. Let's look at the following round. Astralis does the same setup with a slight variation. xypex went Ivy even though Glaive had the better spawn. Also, Glaive peeked scaffold cross early instead of throwing nades right off the bat. This time around, G2 fight for ramp control aggressively. xypex kills a blind Hunter and scaffold, then peeks ramp and gets Jax. He gets traded out. Glaive gets flashed off the angle and retreat to throw ramp nades. Him and Magisk do heavy nade damage with Glaive killing the last 3 players. Let's look at the players' POVs. xypex pushes Ivy despite Glaive having the better spawn. He peeks scaffold after Magisk's first flash, which catches Hunter fully white and then kills him. He peeks ramp after Magisk's second flash and kills Jax. Gets traded out after. Glaive is going to use his spawn to peek the scaffold cross, however he gets flashed and falls back. He sets up for the ramp molly and nade in combination with Magisk's nade, which does a lot of damage. He holds close box and gets a 3k. Magisk, same role, throws deep ramp smoke, flashes scaffold, then ramp. Afterwards he holds for ramp push, gets smoked off, moves to double, and sprays through the smoke towards Ivy. dupreeh and Device have a bait and switch at the B bomb site towards B stairs. dupreeh is going to molly bottom of B stairs, then play close while Device is opping from above stairs. Bomb and multiple G2 players get spotted. dupreeh pushes to an off angle and holds in case G2 falls back towards B. Device is opting towards top stairs. He would take contact first and let dupreeh get next. However, he doesn't get time to set up because xypex spots bomb when he dies, so Device rotates over towards A and watches ramp. Next, I'm going to show you some of the G2 players' POVs. Hunter going to scaffold gets fully flashed from Magisk's first flash. Jax eats Magisk's ramp flash, however he did recover from it. Had it been Glaive who had the better spawn Ivy been in place for xypex, Jax would be still blind when Glaive is peeking him. Nexa is going to play anti-flash as he rushes up ramp and doesn't get blind at all. The first two examples from Road to Rio upper bracket semifinals. The next two clips are from the Road to Rio finals. G2 anti-strat Astralis push by smoking off the ramp wall to extinguish any mollies thrown from the yellow beam. Astralis knows this from watching the G2 Vitaly demo, so they don't even bother mollying. G2 also mollies in hopes Astralis player doesn't push, or if he does, takes a lot of damage. However, this isn't going to stop Glaive from pushing through and killing a blind Amanek. He does take around 40 damage from the molly. G2's smoke backfires as it allowed Glaive to exit back, leaving Astralis with the player advantage. Here are Devices in dupreeh's POV. Device goes mid and mollies, then smokes it off, and pushes through the smoke to flank when multiple players and bomb spotted ramp. dupreeh, B anchor, mollies bottom stairs, and Jiggle peeks and rotates as well. Here's the last example. G2 attempt to go aggressive again, however this time around Glaive pushes ramp and helps xypex, and they use G2's smoke against them and are able to spray multiple players down, leaving Astralis in a 4v2 with bomb and eventually win the round. To wrap up, Astralis Vertigo CT ramp setup allows them either full ramp control or an early pick and information. Their utility usage is excellent. Ramp control is very important on Vertigo, just like banana control on Inferno. I would say it's more important for CTs to have ramp control than banana, because it's very hard to defend the A bomb site on Vertigo when you lose ramp. The A bomb site execution is hard to stop because there's not many positions that you could hold compared to the B bomb site on Inferno. Even if you lose banana control, there are still many setups and positions CTs can still play. Vice versa, you see a lot of teams playing retake on the A bomb site on Vertigo. That's why ramp control or getting early info ramp is crucial. If you liked the video, please upvote and subscribe. Check out these Mouse Sports nades when they're playing retake A on Vertigo. Till next time, Nart out here.